but I'm not entirely sure. I knew that it was fun playing around as a bat.
Yeah, it was.
You got platinum? Honestly?
Yeah. Yeah. It was easy.
High five.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through the game.
Why?
I got too bored. Not too bored, more like...
It doesn't have the same appeal.
I wasn't used to 60 frames per second, was one of the things.
At
So
the time.
it like took me out of it. I was like, what the fuck? Why do they move like that?
Everything moves so smooth. It's weird.
Yeah, it just threw me out of it. You know, I wasn't immersed, people. I was like, oh, this is just a video game. You know?
I remember at the time, it was weird experiencing that for the first time, but like seeing it, everything move so smoothly was like, wow, that's nice. That's really nice.
I don't know. I don't know why. I was like, the fuck is this? And I just didn't play it. I finished, I think, up to the part where you get to the sniper's nest, where like they're looking for the neon chick, and you get up to her little nesting. She's like, "Oh, this is a girl nest."
You barely got there.
And then I quit.
That's like in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I rented the game.
Oh.
I quit it, and then I was like, "I'm giving this back. I don't want to play this anymore."
It was good.
Yeah, I saw like gameplay of it afterwards. It wasn't that bad. This one's good.
Yeah, First Light is.
First
really
Light is good. It's like really fun.
And I like it.
The first thing I did was collect all the things.
Mm-hmm. I like it better because it just focuses on one power instead of 4 different powers.
Yeah.
Because the 4 powers was cool, but it felt very limited in the
4 powers is cool.
in the range of the abilities.
The neon one was the best one.
Yeah.
Neon was just like the one most people use because it was the best.
Because you could just run so fast and like snipe everybody.
Yeah. And you know the ultimate was you throw everyone up and you just like shoot at them while they're in the air, and they can't do anything about it. While the other ones were like, you go up into the air and then come down, and the other ones like the angels come and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Oh,
this one was good, and this one was more story driven too. I guess the other one had story, yeah, but this one just had a better story because it had a more interesting character.
It had more.
Delson was just, I'm Indian, you guys. I'm a delinquent.
My brother.
Look at my spray paint. Fuck my brother. that was his story. Fuck my brother the whole time.
Up until he's like, no, my brother.
I know. That got weird. And also, the evil ending was actually pretty evil, like really evil. In fact, like the other infamous games, evil endings. One of them was like slaughtering people. Yeah, like killing millions to save a few. But like that was like kind of justified. Like in his own way, he was a hero. In this one, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna help you guys out," and they say, "No, we know what you become, you monster." And then he murders all of them. He goes up into his smoke form, and just like comes down into his little bomb thing, and kills the entire tribe.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't evil. That was dark. That was super fucking dark.
Well, that's pretty evil.
Yeah, I know, but like, the evil that they've presented so far, were like, oh yeah, he's doing bad things.
Justified.
Yeah, they were justified.
He's not just a psychopath.
Yeah,
people.
He's just this fucking psychopath. It was really like different.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, oh.
You're like, oh,
that's pretty fucked up.
This kind of game.
But I did like when he was like, oh, I'm gonna go to that super prison, and I'm gonna shake all the dudes' hands and get all their powers.
Even though it wouldn't really work because it took him like
an hour
to recover after every time he got a new power.
It took him a long time to get all those powers. Even like touching them doesn't fully work. You gotta absorb them or some shit. And then when you do, you like get their whole persona like into you. Like you know who they are. You know what they've done and shit. Yeah, and they like feel him inside of you, or something like that. Oh, that got pretty weird. You know, I don't think Rogue ever had to deal with that. Like being inside someone's head.
Just lounging around their mind.
Yeah. Alright, well, what other games have you done? You didn't finish. How much of Bloodborne did you do?
I didn't even have Bloodborne. I didn't even play it. Raul brought it over.
It was Raul?
Yeah, it was Raul.
You guys played it for like 2 seconds? How far did you get in? Okay.
They defeated Father Gascoigne.
You killed Father Gascan. And the Cleric Beast. But that's it? You guys didn't get any further? You weren't like, hey, this is a good game. I should probably get it.
I think we were going to start playing Mortal Kombat or something.
Who?
Us. But when Ralph brought it, I think Manny was there. And maybe Lewis. And we were like, alright, we're going to start playing Mortal Kombat instead of Bloodborne. I think Ralph got here early, so we just like, he's like, yeah, I got Bloodborne, let's play it. But it really was just him playing it. I didn't even grab the controller.
You guys got bored?
No, like by the time everyone else came in, like, alright, we're gonna go to Mortal Kombat.
Alright.
At one point, Finn mentions that there was a valley of dead cattle. Hey, look at me. 3 saves. That there was a valley of... Can you play this? Sorry, we can play this. Finn mentions that there's a valley of dead cattle, and so that kind of establishes that the trolls eat cattle. That makes it seem like what it is. But then
they also eat rocks.
Yeah, but
like there's like a bay where he puts a cinder block down and then charcoal on top of it, and he's
says, like,
that shit can't be resisted.
It's irresistible to
that's
the trolls.
Like, that's fucking gold right there. It's gonna attract all the trolls from like 100 miles in like Norway.
That plays no relevance at all.
It doesn't. Like you don't even see the troll that got caught, if it got caught.
Do they even mention anything got caught?
I don't think they talk about it after that. I think they just said there's a troll around here, gotta place a trap. And like they didn't say anything after that. Like the hunter guy was just kinda like, oh, I don't get paid.
Okay, so they put down the trap and then they went into the cave. And then when they were in the cave, the Christian friend just started sweating. Right?
Oh yeah, he like keeps asking for the troll gunk, and he like putting it like deodorant all over his body, and he's like, I need more of that shit, son.
And because he's sweating, for some reason that lets the trolls smell the Christian blood in him.
Yeah, that's.
And so then that alerts everybody, and that proceeds to one of the trolls being blown up by a light gun.
Dude.
And then
the
friend getting eaten at
the whole light gun thing up until that point like looked pretty good, but there it just like kind of happened and then he just zapped away like he teleported or something. It looked fucking hilarious. A lot of the troll stuff looked hilarious, and I like how they didn't really care that their friend died in front of them.
No, they cared for a minute, and then after that they got the Muslim
immediately replace him.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't like matter to the group because it really didn't. Nothing fully mattered to the story at all. Like I thought something was gonna happen with the bite. Like the dude was gonna go crazy.
Yeah, that didn't do anything to the
story. Nothing happened with that. Like he got bit. And they repaired it with good old fashioned duct tape. You know.
Like they mentioned that he had rabies, but that played no point at all to the rest of the story.
Yeah. Well, when they mentioned he got rabies, the story was already over.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know what I just did.
Like as you mentioned, it is.
Hey, look! I just made that.
Oh wow. Okay, like you mentioned, it has potential to be.
It could have been
a
fun.
good movie.
It could have been a movie
really
about like a group of teens, like documenting stuff, not like found footage, but like an actual like shot movie with angles and shit. You know, and with character, not random found footage garbage. Because most of the movie was just like walking.
Yeah.
Like a vast majority
it's
was
not walking
or sitting down and eating. Like somewhere. It's just a lot could happen. And they mentioned like a troll battle that happened. And they showed the aftermath.
Mm.
That would have been fun to see.
Yeah,
a battle between woodland and mountain trolls. Like they kept saying these two groups that come to blows, but they never show it. Like ever.
They just show the.
They show like all the rocks they threw and shit.
Uh-huh.
That's all they show. I guess it was a budget, but it could have been. Not could have been. It would have been more fun to watch trolls fight each other than whatever the fuck we got.
Johnny, it's not that kind of movie. It's experimental or something.
Hey, look, they scored for me. Yeah, I don't know what that movie was. It was trying to be something it wasn't, and that's a horror. Because it was funny to watch everything that happened. And remember
the parts that were boring
the first
funny.
time you see like a troll get like vaporized by the UV light, and it gets turned into stone, and immediately he comes with a sledgehammer to like break it.
Oh, and
it takes one swing, and then he comes with a
collapse.
jackhammer, and it takes like 40 times.
And then they use TNT.
Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ. What is that troll made out of? That it would take that long after just doing one swing and already taking it down halfway. Also, I feel like they could have like advanced more with the whole troll security agency. The trolls, Men in Black, the Men in Troll.
Do something to establish some.
Well, like it's okay if there's only one in Norway, but say like, oh, there's more of us around the world. Mm-hmm. You know, like this is a profession that's gone back to the ages or something. Because we don't know how long this has happened. We know that like certain vets, if not certain vet, one veterinarian knows about trolls and like treats them or just like knows what's wrong with them.
Or she like does the DNA sampling stuff on it.
I don't know what the point of her was besides saying that there's rabies. And I don't know what the point of the rabies was besides saying there's a giant troll running around and it has rabies. Like, it's a giant troll and you establish that it's dumb. It running around isn't like far-fetched.
That and that giant troll in the end, that big ass light gun that he had that kept turning off.
It wasn't even a light gun. Like the one that killed it was like a light grenade that got shot into it. And like, it keeps running out of juice.
Like 10 flashes from that giant light gun did nothing, but the light grenade killed it in one hit.
Yeah. Also, I don't know what happened to the TrollHunter after that. He just kind of died.
He just kind of walked into the sunset. Well, snow set. Because this is Norway and it snows like crazy.
Yeah.
Does the ult even do anything on this map?
I don't know. I just tried it out.
Looks like it does nothing.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna lose this one, Fabian.
Yeah.
I blame you.
Wrecked.
I blame you.
Blame me.
Yeah. I've done 2 of the scores. I have gold on this team.
You're on fire.
You're goddamn right. I'm carrying this team, Fabian. There's a lot of stuff. Like, you know, actual characters would have been nice.
Yeah.
Besides the troll guy.
Dude, do something that makes us care for the characters.
No. I mean no to that. I mean no, like, oh shit, we're not gonna be able to make it.
Because the characters are just Thomas, the girl.
I don't even know what Thomas was about. I only know that Thomas was there and he looked 12 all the time.
Really, the guy behind the camera.
Also, there was no reason why the guy behind the camera didn't say, "Hey, I'm Christian."
Yeah.
There's no reason why he didn't say that. Like, they didn't establish that he's like, "Hey, I'm here for the movie. I want to be a part of this discovery, you guys." He just kind of said, "Hey, give me that troll gobbledygook. I'm gonna put it like everywhere. Mm-hmm. I'm Christian, you guys. We're all gonna die." That was his reaction. We're all gonna die. I'm Christian.
Even like in the beginning when the troll hunter says, you know, like, why didn't you say you were Christian? Because that could put us in danger. And they show multiple times that Christian blood puts people in danger.
The whole Christian blood thing is very stupid.
Yes.
Like, we looked it up. It comes from nowhere.
This movie
made it up that trolls could smell Christian blood. And that part was just kind of stupid. But the part that wasn't stupid, and where the movie should have made like its dark turn to like more interestingville, was the bridge scene.
It's like, yeah, like have more scenes like that establish a sort of.
Dude, he was in full like knight's armor. I don't think it was intended to be funny. It just was.
Yeah.
It looked like too serious to be funny. But it was hilarious.
Where he's on the bridge with the goats, or was it sheep?
Yeah, I think it was goats. And he just poured like a man's Christian blood on the floor. And
the troll comes up and it grabs him. No, it hits him into the railing.
It like hits him. He ragdolls, and then like throws him to the ground. That was a great scene.
That was amazing.
That was 10 out of 10, right there. You see, what the movie did wrong was not like diverging from there. From there, TrollHunter should have died. Yes. TrollHunter should have been dead. He should have been like, oh,
established
the
some
troll
sort of
broke his back.
Some sort of consequences, or
troll broke his back. He's been working at this job for, I don't know, like how long was it? Like 20 years at least. The guy's old.
He mentions
the 70s. He mentioned the 70s.
Yeah.
So that's like 30, 40 years now.
He looks like he could be in his late 50s maybe.
Yeah. But what should have happened there was he's dead. Mm-hmm. But his back is broken. He didn't survive. And then like the troll security people like come in, recover the body, like cover that shit up. He never existed, and bring in a new troll hunter, and you establish like this cycle, this endless cycle of new troll hunters. Like, oh, the new ones come in, they're excited, they
establish
kill
that
trolls.
There's more of a secret thing going on with the troll.
Yeah, like the troll hunters don't know that there's more troll hunters. You know?
That it's so secret that not even the troll hunters know about that.
Yeah. Like the agency is shady as fuck. Like, I wanted to see more of that.
Also, the troll hunter, he kind of has a little moment where he's feeling guilt for all the trolls he's killed, like all those women and children and all that. I pointed this out that they should have done a little something like similar to like Starship Troopers. How in the end,
yeah, you did say that.
For the most part, that it's like a satire, and in the end, it makes it seem like there's gonna be some sort of sympathizing with the enemies, the monsters, or the bugs in Starship Troopers, but really it's just they all cheer once they captured and finally killed the
leader,
the mother brain. So they could have done a little something like that. We're just
because this movie is way too
not be too full of itself.
This movie took itself too seriously for such a like really dumb concept.
Yeah.
Of hunting trolls in Norway that no one knows about, and like creating electric fences that run in circles as gates.
With the power lines.
And like trolls bump their heads on bridges and they break. And they explain it as, how do they even explain it? Did they just say like it crumbled?
With a bridge?
Yeah, I don't know how they explained it. They just showed like a troll like bumping his head on a bridge, like a drawing of it.
I don't know. A lot of this stuff didn't really make sense. It was trying to build something that it didn't need.
Like what?
Like a lore. It didn't need a lore.
It didn't need as detailed of a lore. Like it started getting into sciencey calcium.
Yeah. Okay. So
and,
they also
and vitamin D deficiency and shit.
They also established that the whole science behind it, that their bodies can't take vitamin D or something.
Yeah, their bodies are allergic to the sun, and
when they're exposed to calcium, their bones expand, and that causes them to explode.
Their veins are small, therefore they turn to stone. That's what happened.
God damn it, we're getting wrecked.
And then, like, I don't know how they'll handle orange juice. You know, they should have established like what happens with vitamin C, and they should have been like, oh, they're allergic to vitamin C. We should get a bunch of orange juice, put them in water guns, and start fighting trolls with water guns.
That would have been great.
That would have been a better movie. Oh, but the movie should have totally changed right there. It should have became like this whole...
Like take itself serious up until that point, then that's when you realize you got yourself a gem here.
Yeah, it could have been a much funnier, better movie.
It could
still have a message. Like, I don't even know what the message was for this movie. What was the message, do you think? The theme, the central...
Yeah, like I thought it was going to do some sort of like environmentalist message.
Yeah, they only said like environmentalist like 49 times in this movie.
Some, like, I don't know, some sort of anti-power line thing. That's what I thought it was going to go with at the end.
Then the guy said, I like the way they look. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And they said like, oh, we need electricity, we're not doing that. And like even the head engineer is like Thomas asks, hey, don't you think it's strange that these power lines run in a circle? He's like, yeah, I do. And then, like, they drop it after that. Like, head engineer doesn't, like, say anything. He's just like, oh, that is pretty weird. And he's like, oh, this is running nowhere. And he's like, yeah, it is. It's running in a circle, you fucking dumbass. It's running somewhere, obviously.
So there was potential in this movie, and it failed, I guess.
The potential was the giant troll turf wars / the troll security service mystery thriller that could have happened. You know, you could do like a lot of movies with this concept, and they chose horror found footage, which it didn't work at all. Were you at any point scared?
No.
Or tense?
No.
Neither was I.
Not at all.
I wasn't at all. I was laughing for a good majority of the movie.
For the majority, I was bored because the movie's boring. But when I wasn't bored, I don't know how
it wasn't boring.
It was boring.
I don't know how you think it was boring. I mean,
they're making a comeback. Nice.
That movie. Well, you got 5.9 seconds to make 2 goals.
Well, we made 2 goals in that less than a minute.
Less than a minute, not 5 seconds. Or 6 seconds, 5.9.
I'll show you.
You're not going to be able to do it. Yeah, no! you choked so hard. You went over it.
Oh, well.
Also, things running out of battery.
Yeah, I know. It'll last us.
Alright.
I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about this movie.
It could have been a hilarious masterpiece.
Instead, it was just a boring, trying to be a horror movie. Okay.
It wasn't even a horror movie. Like,
if it wanted to be a horror movie, it could have been a horror movie, but like keep some sort of mystery to the trolls.
Yeah, they
Don't
they showed them in like the first 20 minutes, I think. First like half hour.
The first half hour, because it took a long time up until then. Because they put the whole mystery with the TrollHunter, like they started stalking him through Norway.
I feel like the TrollHunter should have been more mysterious.
Yeah. Make him seem more like a creepy character.
Yeah.
Instead of someone that you begin to like over the course of the movie.
And you find out he's a player. You know? like you know, the veterinarian character.
The veterinarian have something going on.
There's definitely something going on there, Fabian. No doubt about it. And you find out that there's more veterinarians and they're all female. And he's with all of them at the same time, but like none of them know of each other. They think they're the only veterinarian. And it's like because of like the whole secret mumbo jumbo government. like that's what they think.
That would have been pretty good. This movie
could have been good.
Could have been good. Could have been really, really good. If not in like the way it was meaning to be, in like Leprechaun 2. Was that the movie? Leprechaun?
All leprechauns are funny bad.
Yeah, like that. Like a kind of bad that's fun.
This movie, the special effects were pretty bad. The trolls didn't look the best.
See, I disagree with you on that. I think they looked
pretty
good.
I think they looked bad.
They looked weird, yes, but I didn't think that they looked as bad as the CG work in
Ghostbusters.
Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Oh, fucking Big Bad Beetleborgs! Don't you dare talk shit about that. That is the highest quality CGI I've ever seen in my life.
No.
Yes.
No.
Did you see the way those giant wasp machines flew?
They were flying down across the road?
Yeah, it was great. Don't you like the destruction
well, what about
that was
the
happening?
Green screen and VR Troopers?
Dude, VR Troopers was at least twice as good as Big Bad Beetleborgs. At least they're both different. You know, yes. They're not both Power Ranger clones.
Big Bad Beetleborgs was more of a thing focused to little kids.
It was more magic than science, and the other one was more science.
More mystical stuff than
magic. It was magic. It was a fucking genie, Fabian. It was a masked Jay Leno genie.
Jay Leno had a kid with
the mask.
The mask.
This is the Son of the Mask sequel, I think. Except it's with Jay Leno.
He has that big old chin that looks like a testicle.
Jay Leno doing an Elvis impersonation.
Yes.
And I can't say enough good things about it. I like Big Bad Beetleborgs. That was
I enjoyed.
It was a quality show for a quality time. You know,
98.
They totally didn't copy the mask in like every way.
Or Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Or Aladdin.
Dude, they put a lot of shit in there. They even put like Frankenstein, the Grim Reaper, and Dracula in there.
Was that supposed to be the Grim Reaper? It was just a skeleton.
I don't know. It was a mummy, I guess. But he looked like Reaper.
Oh yeah, it was a mummy. It was a mummy at first, huh?
Yeah, and then he like unwrapped himself.
And then he was a skeleton.
Yeah, it got really weird really fast. And he has electrical powers. He has electrical powers, Fabian. Did you remember that? And he like powered up Frankenstein's brain,
like,
so his IQ went from 1 to like 5. Did you remember that when he's like, "Oh, I don't have brain power," and then like he powered up his brain, and then like he sounded exactly the same.
Yeah, I thought when they charged him that he was gonna start speaking like a super intelligent person.
That's what I thought too. I thought it was gonna be like Scooby Doo when Scooby Doo became super intelligent all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna have an English accent and shit.
There was a severe lack of Winston-like characters in our viewings today, because we even mentioned
Yeah.
how the trolls should have had like super intelligent,
Yeah, there should have
1%
been
characters that have their own
the like
society.
the 1% of the troll population that are like really intelligent and shit. And it could have been that, like about troll society and how deep it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just the surface of they eat charcoal
And
for some reason.
these like quote unquote savage barbarian trolls are trying to establish some sort of communism.
Yeah. it could have been a lot more.
Would have been fitting since it was in Norway, what's the country with the socialism?
Like all of Europe.
The good socialism, the one that works.
Yeah, like all of Europe.
Alright, whatever. So yeah. The trolls are trying to conform to the rest of Europe.
What if it was a movie about like troll like country in the real world? Like trolls establish their own country and they have like diplomatic relations and shit.
Something kind of like District 9.
Yeah,
That'd
kind of like that, and they're walled off, and they're second-class citizens. I give Troll 2 like a 6 or 7 on a legitimate scaling. You know?
Like I said, there's potential behind this movie for a good movie, whether that be good, bad, or like an actual good movie. But this isn't that movie. So
I don't know what you're talking about. Why didn't you like the light grenade at the end? Where the fuck did he get that? Like throughout the whole movie,
the light gun.
he's been using the UV thing. It's like a giant flash, and it's like pew pew, just like that sci-fi Man in Black, the forget me ray sound. And this time, like towards the end, like that shit turned into a grenade launcher, and it fired inside the giant troll
and killed it instantly.
Yeah, and he came walking back, but he didn't come back.
No, he wasn't walking back to them. He was walking away. He was walking just into the sunset.
Oh, he was walking away?
Yeah.
I thought he was walking back. I couldn't tell at all
I know,
which way he was walking.
It was hard to tell his perspective, but he was walking away. That's what he said. Like, all right, so over there's the highway. Go there.
Oh, I thought he sacrificed himself, weirdly.
I thought when he turned the thing into stone that it was just going to fall on top of him and kill him and crush him. But that didn't happen. Instead, it just
that should have happened on the bridge.
Yeah.
Like, instead of it exploding, it's stone and it falls and it crushes
Or
him.
the troll hits under the bridge with its head and breaks it.
More black comedy would have been better overall.
Yes.
I remember when the giant troll hit the truck and they all survived. Like nothing.
Or when they put all those spikes on the truck for no reason at all.
They're like half a foot long.
And then they rescued that guy in the middle of the road for no reason at all.
You don't even know who he is.
Yeah.
He never introduces himself or anything. He's just kind of there.
He's only there to be there. And then they run off with the camera because Finn is trying to steal the camera from him, and then it ends. That's it. And what's his name? Thomas leaves the girl behind.
Wait, did Finn kill them?
Probably.
Finn killed them, right? Like for sure.
Probably like to hide all evidence that there was.
Like the only one protecting them was the TrollHunter, and he abandoned them and let them die.
Yeah.
That's very fucked up. Now that I think about it, how he abandoned them, saying like, "Oh, you got the footage you need," and then like let Finn kill them. Also, like, what's Finn gonna do about the whole troll thing? His main troll hunter just quit. He quit. He left. Like no one knows where he's at.
But I don't know if it's so much as quit is more like, oh, he went off the radar, but he'll be back or something.
There's definitely not a sequel happening.
No, not at all.
Definitely not. Not another found footage piece of garbage. I wouldn't mind like a troll hunter, or what about like a sphinx hunter? You know, they go to Egypt, and the sphinxes could sniff out Muslims.
Oh yeah.
Muslims and Jews.
Do something with that comment that they pointed out.
And they don't they don't like kill them straight away. They like riddle people, but they do it in English. Just to like fuck with them. You know? Like the old like Sphinx riddles. Like what if they do that? What if they just expand this universe of hunting monsters?
That would be pretty good. I would say that would be entertaining.
That would have at least potential.
Yeah.
Besides this, which tries to be a horror movie, despite it being ironically funny.
Mm.
It's just like, I don't know. This movie could have been much better, but I still think it's pretty good. You know, if you like laughing at serious movies. This movie takes itself way too seriously.
Way too seriously, yes.
It establishes a whole lore.
A whole science.
It says like, oh, these troll babies don't grow up with 3 heads. They grow them over time to impress females and to intimidate males. They're predators, but they're stupid.
They're not like me and you. They're not like the fairy tales that dress in clothes and all that.
See, but that would have been interesting. That would have been interesting to find out, hey, some of the fairy tales are true. These guys could fucking talk.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, that part in the troll den where the guy is like, hey, I'm a Christian. We're gonna die. Why didn't he just use the UV light from the start? Like,
yeah, because
like he says that he went into a mountain and cleared out like a bunch of trolls that lived there, like families and shit. So there had to be like more than like 10 at least. There's only 4 here. So why didn't he just go in with the UV light and like flash them for like a hot minute and kill all of them?
Well, yeah, like once that threat appeared, they could have done something with it,
Because that was...
do something to... Oh, I know what the ult does now. It pulls it towards it. But yeah, like once the threat appeared, they could have just used that giant light gun that they had and just gone ham, because that's what they did. Right away, they disintegrated one of the trolls.
Yeah, and then after that, they just ran away. And then the guy like stopped, looked back at the trolls, then kept running. When he had the light gun, and he kind of just let the cameraman die.
They planned to show that they flashed at the trolls and it did nothing, but it should have killed them. I think it
did. Do you got any more thoughts on TrollHunter?
I think everything's been said.
What about Beetleborgs?
Big bad Beetleborgs. Trash.
Gold.
Golden trash.
Gold.
Now,
pure
VR Troopers, that one on the other hand.
Dude, that starts off with narration, so you know it's got to be like some kind of great
narration, and the guy just posing on a motorcycle looking
and
cool,
the direction was look cool and nod. So in conclusion, I guess, according to you, TrollHunters is garbage.
Garbage.
But could have been good. According to me,
had potential.
TrollHunters is mediocre, hilarious, and could have been slightly better. And Big Bad Beetleborgs and VR Troopers
are golden trash.
Yeah, they're the best kind of cringe. And I think we should start doing them by episode.
That's a big order you have there.
I think we should start doing it. It's so good. Dude, there's a grandma that called out a biker for being a pussy in Beetleborgs. How you not like that? She was like, "Hey, you're too fucking slow, you little bitch." Oh, that was great. Or the fact that the kid has super speed and like runs up the stairs at like the normal speed.
Holds a giant globe.
I know.
Kicked with super strength by.
He's like, I got super speed and not super strength, despite me holding this above my head without even struggling. I guess it's not that heavy, but he's a kid, so like everything should be heavy to him.
Yeah. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it.
That wraps it up.
Yeah. We got our asses kicked in Lucio Ball, and we talked about...
I mean, you won one. Did I win one? I don't think I won one.
I think you won one.
Alright, if we both won one, we both won one.
Well, that's it for now, I guess.
Yeah.
There'll be more. Next time we should have Devin and...
We should have the other little bitch boy.
Sure.
Probably only one of them.
Probably. Well, Ralph wants to do a lot of this when he gets back.
Yeah, but Ralph has gray hair, so I don't think we should let him. I think we should segregate hair colors.
The black hair is by the Take the Domination.
Clearly.
All right. Well,